but we all know what City's problem is right now. City doesn't have a striker. I don't want to make it sound like, oh yeah, everything was fine, but if they had Sergio Aguero, it could have been a very, very different game. If they had Hall, it could have been a very, very different game from the first half. Second half, we gathered ourselves, and I thought we controlled the second half. We started giving them less space on the ball. Our midfield started playing a little bit better, and we started putting pressure. But with Liverpool, once we start attacking and we play against a good team, we're always going to leave ourselves exposed at the back. And so we got somewhat of a thriller of a game. A little bit disappointed we didn't win, but also I acknowledge that, I can't really say that if you factor in both first half and second half, I can't really come out here and say that, yeah, we should have beaten.
When Salah first came to Liverpool, after that one season, I called him one season wonder. Oh, and I'm just talking about just pure footballing talent, right? Ball manipulation, space creation, dropping the shoulder, dribbling, ball carrying. I don't see him as an elite footballer. However, his production, his output is undeniable. I appreciate Bernardo Silva as more of a raw footballing talent than I do Mohamed Salah. But in terms of who do I need in my team to score, of course I'm picking Salah.
No. Run that back.
No, he's a fantastic goal scorer. His output, his end product is always there with Salah. You can guarantee that. But just pure street footballer, I don't think he has anything on people like Riyad Mahrez in terms of street football.
We gotta run that back a little bit.
I think the reason why we've lost some credibility, I think it has to do with the City game. I think you take away the City game, it will be different. And one thing about football is you always have to put games in context. Like you need context. And what is the context? Context here is we played City, I think, 3 times since Tuchel came in. We've won 3 times. We beat them in the Champions League final, right? So even though that was just a league game, that was not a league game to Chelsea. If you go back and watch that game, Bruno Diaz gave like the probably like the second best performance he will ever have in defense. And you can see the way they were celebrating at the end. The reason why City won that game was it was one of those one-of-a-kind performance. One of those performances that, and also too, Pep had his tactics right. There were some things that Tuchel did in the game that were questionable. So once you take that game out and you look at the body of work, I think Chelsea are on track to win the league.
So many times I get tired of saying, because I feel like I'm hearing myself saying this every time I say it. The plan of Solskjaer of just buying better players to improve the team has a ceiling, especially when you do not have a clear structural way of how you want to attack and defend. Let me put it simply, without going into tactics, people, his play is the way he wants to attack and defend is not sustainable at this level. We are going to have like highs and lows, to just depend so much on players to work the spaces, to figure it out by themselves. It's not, you're always going to go like this at this level. It will be good enough to make top 4 as long as you don't have major injuries. Like what Klopp did that last season, Solskjaer can never do that. Like where he lost the whole defense.
Oh, no way.
Finish like mid-table. If that happened to Manchester United, we finish mid-table.